welcome back to my channel. It is Diamond, also known as Diamond Denise here, and welcome to Soul Sunday, where we cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are. My goal here is for us to just grow, and I'm saying us because I am included in this. This motivates me, this encourages me. I want us to grow and be uncomfortable with our growing process. If you guys are not new to my channel, you know I used to do this thing called Motivational Monday, but now I'm posting on Sunday, so it's going to be called Soul Sunday. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining the fam. Bam! We definitely have some new people on here, and I'm so glad that you decided to join or found my channel interesting enough to go ahead and subscribe. If you are not new, thank you as always for being loyal, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this topic today. Y'all, I have been tested. I don't know about you. I'm sure you've been tested, and you're wondering, like, why am I being tested? What is going on? Why am I going through the same thing over and over and over again? But it's because we have not passed the test, okay? So God tests us, and he tests us for multiple reasons. And I wrote down 4 main reasons why you are being tested and how you can pass this test and move on. So the first reason that God is going to test us, because he wants to refine and transform us into who we need to be, period. Just like he did with the children of Israel. They were put in this fire to be refined, okay? They were put in this fire to be uncomfortable. They were put in this fire so they could become just as pure as gold. And so in this fire, you guys know, they were put in here. People doubted them. People didn't believe them. People thought they were going to just burn. But they did not burn, because they had God with them, God on their side. So sometimes you're going to be put in something and it's going to feel maybe humiliating. It's going to look like there's no way out. It's going to seem like this is impossible. It's going to seem like this is just what people around you are going to be like, oh, you crazy, because they don't know what you know. They're looking at what they can only see, and we know that God is beyond what we can see, think, hear, even imagine, most times, all times, okay? So he's going to put you in something that's going to refine you. It's going to press you, just like you do with any type of things that you put into this fire. It makes it hard. It hardens it. It refines it. It makes it something that's more durable and more stable. And that's what God wants to do with you. Another thing that God may do, or a reason why you may be tested, is so God can bless you. All right? Sometimes we are so comfortable with the place that we're in, and we just become stagnant. But when you go through something, when you're in a battle, when you're fighting, when you have to have the blood, the sweat, the tears, you appreciate something more. And sometimes God just wants to bless you so he can show you that he has more for you, and that there is greater for you, and that there is more for your life. Another reason you may be tested is just so you can know God more. Sometimes we get comfortable again and we become reliant on what's around us. We don't pray like we used to. We're not fasting like we used to. We don't read our word like we used to. We're not really reliant on God like we used to. I am guilty of this. We become comfortable in the place and the position that we're in. We don't feel like we need anything else. We feel like, okay, God, my relationship with you is okay or good. You know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing the bare minimum. And this goes back to God wanting to bless you. Sometimes God wants to push you more. No, he doesn't want you to be comfortable. There's more he has for you. There's more he wants for you. There's more he wants you to do. There's more he's called you to be. There's more he just simply wants you to be and do. And in that process, you have to become uncomfortable. Just like this channel is about, or just like Soul Sunday is about becoming uncomfortable. You have to become uncomfortable to appreciate anything. And the last thing is that God wants to help you grow. He wants you to become better. He wants you to realize and see what's going on in your life in a different way. Sometimes you go through trials, tribulations, suffering. Hey, you may go through a season where you don't have any money. You are living paycheck to paycheck. And it's not because God wants you to suffer. He wants his people to have the good of the land, here on earth and in heaven. So all this is already ours. You have the resources. You have the tools that you need. But sometimes God puts you through things in that nature because this is a season where you need to learn how to balance your money. He wants to give you more money, but you can't balance what you got, so he ain't gonna give you no more. Sometimes you're going through a season where you feel isolated, and this was for me a season where I felt isolated, where I felt like I didn't have anything else. But God wanted me to rely on him. He didn't want me to have other people that I can just easily pull from. He wanted me to trust the source. sometimes you maybe go through a season where you are feeling like you're overwhelmed, you have so much on your plate. Maybe God's trying to teach you consistency. He's trying to get you to learn how to balance handling multiple tasks, because he wants to give you more, he wants to give you greater. But if you can't handle what he has in front of you right now, he can't give you anything else. And he's trying to show that to you. He wants to bless you, so you're going through this test so you can be blessed. But you got to learn how to balance what you're in so you can get more, so he can give you more. And it ain't just about getting and giving, and it ain't really about anything materialistic. It could just be peace of mind. Learning how to balance the things around you so that you can have peace of mind, complete peace. Learning how to handle and navigate through other situations so that you are able to do that for someone else and give. Learning how it feels to not have a vehicle or a ride, so when someone asks you for a ride, you're not looking the other way. When you get your brand new car and you feel like nobody can ride in your car. Okay, there are multiple reasons. You maybe not having a job. Maybe this is a season where God wants you to balance. You're applying for jobs, you're being consistent and reaching for jobs, but maybe you need to balance your life outside of having a job, so when you do have a job, your job is not coming in and attacking or getting you off course. Or if you don't have enough money, maybe you know how it is in the future when you get money, and so now you can balance that money better and you can make smarter and wiser decisions. So in everything you're going through, I'm encouraging for us to just look and find a way. They always say find the positive, but find the lesson in whatever you are going through so that you can pass this test and you won't keep going through the same test. You won't feel like you're stuck. You won't feel like I'm never making enough money. I'm never getting a job. I'm never doing this. I can never remain consistent in this area. I can never do this. I can never do that. I went through a season, or actually I feel like I just kind of went through something, and I'm gonna just be real transparent with you guys. So whenever I get really overwhelmed or really stressed out, or something is like not going my way, and not that I need to control it, but I'm very like calculated. I like kind of knowing what's going on. I don't like just wondering. I don't like the unknown. I don't like not knowing. I don't like the just winging it, depending on what it is. Okay, if we're going out having fun, I wing it. But when it comes to other things, I like things to be a little calculated, planned, thought out, right? I like to know what is going on. And so for me, sometimes if I don't know, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it does bother me. It gets to me. And if it's something that's like happening to me, I kind of like, oh my God, this needs to be done right now. Somebody needs to call this person, whoever needs to do that. No, you're not listening to me. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Like, I get into this mood where I feel like I'm the only person that needs something at that moment, and I'm not being considerate of other people or their time, or like if I'm spazzing out, I'm just spazzing out. Like, I'm extra. And you know, we like to go ahead and use words like I'm extra, I'm just extra. That's just me being extra. But no, really I am being extra, but I am spazzing out, and I need to learn how to control that area. And you know, it's like, why do I keep going through moments or times where I feel like things keep happening out of my control, and then this is how I respond? But I was being tested. I need to learn how to remain calm in situations like that, trust God to work it all out, and me not to spaz out or get out of character when it comes to things that I cannot control. So that is a lesson that I'm having to learn in my own life. Share your lessons down below if you want to. I know it can be a little personal sometimes, but I would love to just hear like how this message kind of relates to you. How do you feel about it? If you're going through something that you maybe need some clarity on, you feel like, hey, you know what? After hearing that, I am finding a pattern that I'm constantly running into this situation, and I guess God is testing me, and I need to figure out how I can pass this test so I can move on to the next thing. And that is actually a great way to just know that you're being tested. Maybe God doesn't speak to you directly. You're not gonna hear this "you're being tested" type voice, right? So you're just noticing, and in your prayer and in your just meditation with God, you're realizing like, hey, God is testing me in this area, and I need to pass this test so I can move on. All right, so that is the Soul Sunday motivational encouragement today. Find those patterns in your life that you're being tested in, those areas. Pass the test. Let's move on. Let's grow. Let's get all that God has for us. Everything that is here is hours already. So let's move on to the next level so that we can see more fruit in our life, whether it be spiritually, whether it be naturally, whether it be financially. Everything is not a financial thing. So I don't want you guys to think, oh yeah, it's about the money. It's really not. Maybe you just have peace of mind because now you can control things, right? So I don't want to keep rambling because I feel like I'll repeat things, but that is the message for today. That is encouragement for today. I hope it encourages somebody, blesses you, and please give me some feedback down below. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.